why what we're doing here today and what we're going to keep doing here over the coming days and weeks and months, I hope, is so important. After the massive popular movements of the 1960s and 1970s, the women's movements, the civil rights movements, the environmental movements, the peace movements, corporate America and the United States freaked the fuck out. They were terrified, and they got organized. They invested heavily in a series of think tanks and political apparatus that developed a radical pro-business ideology that they then implemented over the course of the last 30 years. It had two major components: break government and break the middle class. Here's how they broke government. People like Ronald Reagan and Margaret Thatcher came into government in the 1980s, and they cut taxes on the rich and on corporations while increasing military spending and security spending, creating structural deficits that they then used to justify cutting spending on social services. They broke the middle class by deregulating our economy, by instituting global unfair trade practices that gave corporations free rein over our planet and put all of us as individuals in competition with everybody everywhere in a constant downward spiral. What is the consequence of those two actions? We hear now all the time, we hear that there is no money to do anything, that we can't accomplish anything together anymore, that we can't deal with climate change, that we can't create a more equal society, that we've suddenly become incapable, that the only thing that we are able to do is sit back as useless, apathetic consumers. That is the message that is reinforced to us over and over and over again. It is an engineered message. It is the product of a deliberate political strategy